Hello everyone, welcome to Redmen TV, Uncensored match build-up showtime. Liverpool taking on Arsenal this weekend. I am joined by Ross Chanley and John Machin to talk through it. On the back, of course, of a sensational victory over Hoffenheim. Dad, taking that into account, I personally am loads more excited for this game because of the football and the approach that I saw in midweek. It's almost made me... Again, it's reminded us to some extent that we're dead good in big games of football.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Doesn't stop me being nervous though. I'm more nervous for the Arsenal game than I was for Hoffenheim. Obviously, we haven't got an away, goal cushion. Arsenal are always a difficult side to play. They play good football and they're dangerous. Sanchez apparently be back, and although you would hope that he wouldn't be brilliantly fit. He might get carried away with the adrenaline and stuff. So, it's going to be a difficult game, and you just hope that we do play as well as we did against Hoffenheim and play with that kind of pace. Though it's always a case of, oh, yeah, but they've seen us do that now. They've been playing three at the back, haven't they?
They have been playing three at the back.
I suspect they won't.
But, 10. Well, that's the interesting thing about Arsenal is because we discussed this on Social Club this week and how it was almost a bit un-Wenger to hit upon the three at the back thing. Like he's finally decided to change the system. I'm not sure he'll change it back. This is the thing, because I think I think he feels he's hit upon this, like kind of like what Brendan Rodgers did when he played three at the back, when he was trying to get things right again. And that's the thing. Nerves are right, Ross. We're right to be nervous because Arsenal are a very, very good team with some amazing players, and having Sanchez back in the fold is only going to make them a more dangerous prospect. But as you said, for me, I think we needed the Hoffenheim game just to let us all know and remind us all that what we've seen in the games prior to that, that's not how we're going to be every single game. And again, as we said, we've seen some fantastic performances against teams like Arsenal, the big teams, and no guarantee we'll do it again this weekend, but at least it gives you the encouragement that we've got that in the locker. Yeah,
last night just instilled confidence in players and fans alike, didn't it? I think that's obviously what you're getting at. But going into such a big game as well, Hoffenheim played three at the back and it just totally fell apart. So Wenger's in a catch-22 of, does he stay with that or does he confuse his defenders even more? Because they've had some defensive errors already so far this season and frustration, and I think they've been playing people out of position. So I don't think he knows his best team or his best setup so far, which is only a good thing for us, considering what last night was like.
I haven't thought about it. It's quite a big deal to change from three at the back. Playing wing backs and then changing completely into a different system. So, and he's arrogant, isn't he, Wenger? So maybe he'll be thinking, no, this is the best for us.
Yeah, I think he'll believe, and I think he's right to believe because look at the talent he's got available to him. That system, there's nothing wrong with that system. There's nothing wrong with his approach, and I think he'll probably feel that. Lacazette was unlucky not to score last week. He was very unlucky with the offside decision. They had a couple of dodgy penalty shots go against them. On another day, they probably just beat Stoke and there's no worries there. But what I think will be hovering over their fans as well, and probably maybe one or two of the players, that to go in against Liverpool is a game that they're very capable of losing. And two games back to back.
When they played Leicester, I think they were quite lucky to get away with that. And Vardy ran them ragged. His pace really worried them. And obviously, we've got the same kind of weapon. So, I'm fairly certain we'll score goals against them. I'm just not sure about whether we'll stop them scoring against us.
Well, that's kind of been the tale of these games, hasn't it, really, Ross? It's not a game for the clean sheet.
No, I think the way we set up and we play is very much like that 13-14 season. I think something we're just going to have to accept of we will score loads of goals, but we're going to concede them as well, as much as we don't want to. And I think particularly playing big teams, we didn't lose a game against the top six side last season. I just think we're just going to take the game to them. Obviously they've got firepower having Sanchez back. How he works with Lacazette's probably, I think it might be their first game together. Be interesting.
He started well, hasn't he, Lacazette? I actually thought he might take a while to settle, but he's hit the ground running.
Well, that's it, and I can't get away from the fact that they are. There's no escaping the fact they're a good team. But the beauty of Arsenal games, and I think we need to get into the swing of this at Anfield, is getting back to the notion of just beating them, because I think they are fragile. I think they're putting a very positive spin on things, and the fact, look, they've gone out and they've done getting the Lacazette thing sorted was a great bit of business for Arsenal. There's no escaping that. And I think they're building in the right way. And I said they've hit upon a system that seems to have changed things and make things work. They've found a way to get Oxlade-Chamberlain to the side, etc., etc. But there is that, and I say it often, but there's the sword of Damocles hanging over Arsenal at the moment, and that is the realisation that, yes, they're unified behind the cause at the moment because Wenger's signed a new contract, etc. But there's a Europa League campaign on the horizon, and there will be that pervading fear of we're not guaranteed top four anymore. They'll need to start getting results against big teams.
If they lose, that's two defeats after 3 games at the start of the season, and the other one was a very narrow win. You know, that's a very, very poor start for a side that has, you know, ambitions to win the Prem.
Yeah, exactly. I think the big issues for Liverpool is, and we don't know fully what the extent of injuries are and what have you. We're going to have a go at predicting the 11s ourselves here. But it's how do you change that team? I mean, we've got issues here, Ross, because you know we played Wednesday night, so we've had that game to contend with. So there might be a need to freshen things a bit, but I would suspect, by and large, we would look to replicate as much of what we did as possible because I think they could be very similar games. It's not like I understood being a bit more compact and defensive against Palace, which is weird because I think they're a team that do naturally cause us problems. You could very easily make a case for an unchanged 11 for this game.
Yeah, I think you have to ride that crest of good form, don't you? And like you said, they all clicked. The only issue is, you know, are they going to be tired on Sunday? But I think you need to play your best team on the best form on the best games. Yeah. Otherwise, you're just in danger of damaging the rhythm, as it were. So I've suggested one change.
Well, we'll look at those teams in a moment, and I think again it's worth considering is that we've got the international breaks coming up as well. So it's maybe just
that's crucial for me. Is that what the hell, you know? You play 2 games in a week, so what? Yeah. You know, we've got a long break coming. Yeah. And I know they're all going to be playing football, but they're not going to be playing high-intensity, super type football.
Yeah, absolutely.
The fitness levels of us so far, I've noticed, even through pre-season in the first couple of games, has been superior to a lot of other teams.
Yeah, and even the guys who were looking tired, I can see, like Salah, I think he struggles towards the end of the games, but you know, you can see that improving. Like I say, Henderson looks fitter. Milner looks fitter, Wijnaldum's getting fitter, etc., etc. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we'll look at your teams in a second, gents, if you want to get them ready. But we just a quick mention of you will have seen that we are the shirt sponsors, the official shirt sponsors for AFC Liverpool, which are a local non-league side this season. Those shirts are now available on the Redmen TV website, the merchandise website, which is the Redmen TV shop.bigcartel.com. What? The link is in the description as well. Thank you very much, Tom. It better be. That's the away shirt for this season, which is great. And you can actually, if you really ask them nicely, I'm sure you can probably press them to put numbers on the back. But there's that, and there's the home shirt as well, which in any normal season would be the best Liverpool home shirt going. But at the moment, it's the second. But that's no disgrace because Liverpool's home shirt's amazing. So that's that. So yeah, if you want to get an amazing football shirt, something that you're not likely to see many other people wearing, help support the Redmen TV. More importantly, help support a local non-league side, help support grassroots football, puts money into AFC Liverpool's coffers and helps keep them as a going concern. So yeah, please do get that, I say, from our merch site, or you can go to the official AFC Liverpool one as well and do exactly the same. But yes, gents, it's time for you to predict Liverpool's 11 for Arsenal. Let's get it out there. Let's see. Go on. Let's see them. Let's have them both. Wow, you've really used the space well there, Dad. I like that. So we've gone for Gomez at right back. So you've gone Mignolet, Gomez, Matip, Lovren, Moreno, Hendo, Chan, Wijnaldum, Salah, Firmino, Mane. That's my dad. And Ross, you've got Mignolet, Trent. But you've basically gone for exactly the same team as
Moreno.
Moreno, Robertson and for Moreno. Sorry, I apologise. I needed to read it too, to be fair. Okay, so Dad, I'll start with you then first. Is the Gomez thing based upon maybe Trent having a knock, or is it based on horses for courses?
Both. It's one, he might have had a knock, and 2, Klopp's already said he doesn't want him playing 2 games a week because he's only young and Gomez is perfect fit. And Gomez actually, I think, is probably a better defender than Trent anyway. So.
Yeah, I can see that case. And I'll be honest, I will be doing the starting 11 prediction live. So that's the thing. So I'm going to hold fire on mine, even though I just write it down because I forgot that I was doing that. I think Robertson is a very good shout as well. To be perfectly honest, I think you could make a case to change both fullbacks in this game because I think just having Robertson being a little bit bigger, I think having that delivery on him as well. And
a little bit bigger. He's about that much bigger.
He's a whole inch bigger, I think. But he's, he played really well last weekend, Ross, and maybe I think we could see that. I think they're the positions we're likely to rotate. I think we'll keep the spine largely the same, but it's those peripheral guys we'll rotate if we're able to.
I think Robertson played them last season as well, and he got man of the match, which kind of shows he's not afraid. I know it was at the Emirates as well, so he's not afraid to go up against Arsenal, even if he was in a struggling Hull side. Still playing really well. So.
Yeah, that'd be a good shout. But I mean, I just think Moreno he's not going off into internationals or whatever. He's no reason why he shouldn't have 2 games a week and played really well the other night. So.
No, that's it. It's a very interesting shout. I think I could make a case for maybe making maybe make a change at the back. Maybe Lovren is another change as well. Not had a great game, and we also know he struggles to play a lot of football as well. So maybe see Clavan in. Is a question. If you were to rotate the midfield, and I know neither of you has opted to do this. Just again, in terms of freshness,
put Milner in.
If you put Milner into the midfield, who would Milner come in for?
I think it would be Chan because Ginny seems to play every game, every minute. Doesn't seem to ever get a rest.
Yeah.
And Hendo, he's your captain. He's still building, I think, to his best form and his best fitness.
Yeah.
So he needs the game. And Chan, ran his heart out. He was rumoured to have been ill during the week, so I think he would be.
No, I agree with that, but I think that's the headache we've got, and this is where the headache of rotation is going to be, and this is where the season will be at the hardest. Is when I think it's fine when you've got, with the greatest respect to Crystal Palace, who are a team that of course has so many problems over the years, but when you've got a team that's going to finish in the bottom half of the table in one game, and then you've got a massive Champions League game, but when you've got 2 equally as important games in a week, I wonder whether Jürgen will rotate.
In the past, Klopp hasn't rotated for big games on the bounce, but there is an argument for you've just got to get used to doing it, and he may well think that he may all surprise us and bring Sturridge in, and rest Salah. I mean, I was really surprised that he didn't play him against Palace, particularly because I wanted to see him, and he didn't. No sentiment involved. I actually think that's a really interesting shout, the Salah thing, because as we mentioned, I think fitness-wise, I don't think he's got 90 in him at the moment at the level that we want him at. I think Mane starts because he's a machine. If he's fit, he'll play every game for us this season. And but yeah, I think that you could. Daniel Sturridge is going to be a fitter. He's going to be a bit sharper. You could maybe. I don't think it's outside the realms of possibility for a Dom Solanke. Maybe the thing that bothers me. And it was the same against Palace, is that you move Bobby out of that position and you put Sturridge there. And Bobby Firmino, still good, but nowhere near as good when he's moved out wide, so... Yeah,
it's going to be a conundrum. Let us know your thoughts on how you think Liverpool should approach that game in the comments below, by the way. And tune in. I'll be doing the start 11 prediction, so I need some help with that one. It'll be live. You can interact. It's a thing. So, score prediction?
2-1.
Okay.
I was going to 2-1 as well.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to go 4-1 to Liverpool. I'm so... I was going to say I'm apologising to Arsenal fans who are watching. I should apologise to you. I should thank you for watching and thank you for adding to the algorithm. I don't know. We could just as easily lose this game, let's be honest, but I hope it's just one of those where we remind Arsenal where they are, where we are.
Not losing this game.
Serious money?
Serious money on us not losing.
Pounds?
Yeah.
Not Monopoly?
Not euros.
Not euros. I like I say, it's not outside the realms of possibility that Liverpool could really, really give Arsenal a hiding in this game. But I think fitness might be an issue, and just one or two little factors around that, and how well we start the match. But yeah, we shall see, and we'll know later on in the week, of course. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to get more from the Redmen TV, you can do. The Uncensored Match Build-Up Show is just a taster of the kind of stuff we do. We do long, in-depth shows. The final word after every single game is up to 60 minutes, talking about the most recent game. We now do a range of podcasts as well. So if you're just into audio stuff, we do 5 exclusive podcasts every week, 5 at the bare minimum, really, a lot of the times, videos and stuff. So yeah, £5 a month, go and check it out, free for the first month. There'll be a little thing to click on the screen if you want to go and check it out. Helps make this all a thing. So yeah, if you want to support the Redmen TV, become a Redmen TV supporter and get loads of amazing content too. What more could you ask for? More free stuff, probably. But that exists on YouTube too. Anyway, thanks for watching, gents. Thank you very much. I shall see people back in the world, hopefully with yet more massive smiles on our faces after we've tonked Arsenal. Fingers crossed. See you there. Ta-ra.